What's good, YouTube? It's your boy VCat. Welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about a topic that I'm super passionate about. I graduated college 3 years ago with a degree in business economics and have been an accountant out here in the Bay Area ever since. I wanted to offer some advice that I've learned throughout the years that can definitely benefit you. If you're tired of living paycheck to paycheck, stressed about your financial future, or just want to take control of your money, you're in the right place. Today we're going to break down some simple but powerful strategies to save money, invest smarter, and build wealth over time. By the end of this video, you'll have a game plan that you can start implementing today to take control of your financial future. Let's dive in. Alright, let's start with the most important principle of personal finance. Pay yourself first. What do I mean by that? It's simple. Before you pay any bills, buy anything, or spend a single dollar on anything else, you need to take a small portion of your income and set it aside for yourself. This is the foundation of building wealth. Whether it's $200, $50, or even $20, the key is to consistently put money aside for yourself on a consistent basis. You can even set up automatic transfers to a savings or investment account the moment your paycheck hits. That way, you're not tempted to spend it, and you make saving a non-negotiable habit. I like to save this money in mind thinking about possible miscellaneous expenses that could come up in the future, whether that be issues with your car, repairs around your place of living, or an emergency trip to the vet. Having extra money set aside for occasions like this grants you peace of mind. The goal is to build your savings first, before anything else. This is not about living paycheck to paycheck. Instead, it's about creating a cushion that allows you to weather unexpected expenses and invest in your future. A lot of people suggest saving up to 6 to 12 months of your monthly expenses. But if you're just starting off, a small goal of either $500 to $1,000 set aside for a rainy day is a good place to begin. Trust me, this small habit will build your confidence and can change everything. Now that you're setting money aside for yourself, let's talk about cutting expenses. Now, cutting expenses is not about depriving yourself. It's about getting intentional with your money and making alternative choices that can save you a fortune in the long run. There are a few places where people tend to overspend without even realizing it. First, take a good look at your subscriptions. You know, all those little charges that come out each month, streaming services, gym memberships, even that fancy coffee delivery service. Add them up. Sometimes it's shocking how much money goes out the door without us even thinking about it. Now, I'm not saying you can't have your coffee in the morning, but I am suggesting you make a few changes that can reduce your spending. Instead of spending $5 to $7 for coffee in the morning, you can buy the ingredients in bulk and make some at home. A good book I'd recommend on this topic is The Automatic Millionaire by David Bach. I believe you can find a free audiobook on YouTube if you are interested. In this audiobook, he talks about something called the latte factor, and I think it's super interesting. If you're interested in more of this topic, feel free to take a look at that audiobook. Next up, look at your discretionary spending. Maybe you're eating out more than you realize, or buying clothes and gadgets that aren't really necessary. These are the areas where cutting back can free up hundreds of dollars a month that you could be saving or investing. Maybe you're someone who eats out 5 days a week. What if you ate out only 3 times out of the week and prepared food for yourself the other days? Making small changes like this add up over time. Be honest with yourself. Do you really need that extra latte every day, or is it more about the routine or the habit? The goal is not to be perfect, but to make conscious choices. It's amazing how much money you can free up by trimming just a little here and there. Okay, now that you're saving and cutting expenses, let's talk about investing. This is where the magic happens. Investing your money instead of just saving it is what helps you build wealth over time. It's like planting a tree. You have to give it time to grow. Now, before I jump in, I do want to mention I don't have my Series 7 certificate. I'm not a financial advisor, but I believe these practical tools can serve you for the future. You might be thinking, I'm not a financial expert, how do I even start? And that's totally fine. Start simple. One of the best options for people investing is index funds. These funds track the performance of entire markets like the S&P 500. So you're not betting on individual stocks, but instead you're diversifying across hundreds of companies. I'll give it a few examples of index funds later in this section. Another great option for long-term investing is Roth IRAs and 401ks. These are retirement accounts that allow your investments to grow tax-free or tax-deferred, depending on your type. If your employer offers a 401k match, typically up to 3% or 4%, take advantage of it. It's essentially free money. So if my salary were 50k and I know my employer matches up to 3% of my contributions, I would start off setting my initial contributions to 3% as well. Over a year, I would be investing $1,500 of my pre-tax dollars into my 401k. But hold on, with the employer match, I would receive an additional $1,500 to be invested. In total, that would mean $3,000 put away to be invested. Me personally, on top of my 401k, I love the Roth IRA. These two tools combined can set you up to succeed in the future. Compared to the 401k, the Roth uses after-tax dollars that you can contribute. As of 2025, the max you can contribute to this account is $7,000. Within my Roth IRA, there are two index funds I like to invest in: Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF, ticker symbol SCHD, and Vanguard Total Stock Market Index Fund, ticker symbol VTI. Not only do these index funds track the overall market, but they also pay a dividend. A dividend is a small payment made to shareholders essentially for owning the stock. As you invest more and receive dividends, you can set these dividends to be reinvested within these index funds. This method of investing and reinvesting your dividend payments is called DRIP. DRIP. These are two examples of index funds, but you can definitely do your research and learn more about different types of stocks, index funds, and other financial instruments that you can invest in for your future. Investing doesn't have to be complicated, but it does require patience and consistency. The earlier you start, the more you'll benefit from compounding returns. It's about making your money work for you, so you don't have to work as hard for it later. Alright, next up, let's talk about lifestyle creep. This is one of the sneakiest ways people end up sabotaging their financial goals. Lifestyle creep happens when your income increases, but your spending increases at the same rate, or even faster. Maybe you get a raise, but instead of saving and investing more, you start upgrading your lifestyle. Bigger house, fancier car, more expensive dinners out. Here's the thing, you don't need to inflate your lifestyle every time you get a bump in pay. The goal is to keep your living expenses low, even as you earn more. If you keep your expenses steady, you can channel that extra income into savings and investments, and you'll reach your financial goals a lot faster. Instead of letting lifestyle creep take over, set specific savings or investment goals when you get a raise. Commit to putting at least half of any increase into your future, whether that's an increase in your savings rate, contributing more to your retirement accounts, or opening a new investment account. This way you'll build wealth without inflating your lifestyle. To wrap it up, if you want to save more and invest in the future, the key is to pay yourself first, cut unnecessary expenses, invest consistently, and avoid lifestyle creep eat away at your progress. It's not about being perfect or living a life of deprivation. It's about making small, intentional decisions that add up over time. Start with these 4 steps today, and you'll be on your way to financial freedom sooner than you think. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if there's any other topics you'd like me to discuss in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Hey guys, VCat here at a later time. I wanted to just thank you guys for tuning into the video and listening to it all the way. Let me know if there's any topics you guys want to hear from in the future. But I'm going to let this gameplay play out because this game is super intense. Well, not really, but the team I was playing was super stacked. They had like a bunch of different great cars. They had Galaxy Opal, Anthony Edward, and I just wanted you to see that my budget squad was killing them. But all right, peace, y'all.